Hey, I'm Tejo D'Cruz. I sing and play guitar in Aspectrum.
My name is Rino Darusman and I play bass and sing for Aspectrum.
I'm Jasper Tan and I play guitar for Aspectrum.
Just a little bit of background about us. We've been a band for about 2.5 years now. We formed early 2011.
The band started originally, I think, around 3 years ago now. We were originally called Godzilla.
Previously, the lineup was different. It was myself, James Barker, who's the guitarist, Shaun Sloane, who's the drummer, and a guy named Robso, who was our original bassist. But after about a year, he had to leave the band for his own personal reasons, and we got Rino Darusman in, and that's when we started to incorporate a second vocalist in our music.
The first Godzilla thing that really happened was through a bar contest called Schoolhouse Rock. And I was at a bar down at Clark Quay called 7 Inch.
One of the challenges we had to face as a band was to balance our time with school and band.
The way we manage like school stuff and band stuff is usually that our parents thought school came first, and that was the most important thing mainly for us.
So we're all still in school now. Our ages in the band are like 16 and 17. So for the duration that we have been together, we've all faced the challenge. Our biggest challenge is actually to find how to balance school and playing.
Grab the person next to you and make sweet, sweet love to them. Whatever you want to do. The song is called Street Light.
I originally found out Baby's through an online portal called Soft, and Soft is like I don't know, it shows a bunch of what's happening in Singapore and like all the bands that are coming out. Once I found out about it there, and we found the audition form there, we didn't really know much about it. And I was just like, oh guys, let's try it for this thing, like it could be quite fun.
So I think the lead up to Baby was the main factor which influenced our growth as a band.
Really kind of nervous because everyone else around us was like aged 25 and up, so it was really a nerve-wracking experience. But we managed to get through the first audition and then the second audition into the actual festival, and we were just like, wow, we didn't know that we could do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Sound and Lighting crew!
The recording process of our first EP as a Spectrum was really awesome because we got to record with Leonard Tuesday at Snakewood Studio.
For the first EP we did as a Spectrum, this was our second EP as a band because we released one under the name of Godzilla called Something New. But this one that we did under a Spectrum, we did it with Leonard Tuesday at Snakewood Studios.
Our EP was a great process. Like the process of recording was very fun. We mixed and recorded with Leonard Tuesday at Snakewood Studios.
Recording of it was just a really fun process. You know, Leonard's a great guy to work with. He knows exactly what he's doing because he's been in the industry for so long.
Recording the actual EP was great. It was very relaxed, except towards the end because we set the date for our EP launch very early on to try and set it up and get organized.
We had our EP launch, which was our first experience doing something like that.
And afterwards, for our EP launch, it was the first show we've ever set up. So it was the first Spectrum show set up by us, and I think it was really stressful at first. But the work paid off, and we got we played really well, and the night went really well, and everyone I think had fun.
We had our EP launch, which was our first experience doing something like that, and it was a really, really stressful time organizing it because like I said, it was our first time doing it.
Well, personally, I think that this is very true for like any band anywhere, but always play any show that you can, especially at the start, because that's when you can build your fan base. And generally towards the start, when a band just starts, it's not so much like, oh, you need this amount of money for the future, it's just you're doing it for the fun of it.
The important thing about being a young musician who has, you know, aspirations to play and be bigger one day is to disregard age.
I think my bandmates who like have grown to be like my best friends, and I think if you don't have fun in a band, you won't get far, because really the main thing about being in a band is having fun.
Don't be put off by the age gap between you and another band. Don't let it put you off going for something. That's what we did for Baybeats, you know. Had we not tried out for Baybeats because we gave in to our fears of losing to people who are older than us because they were older than us, then we wouldn't be where we are today. So the main thing is to just do it for yourselves and do it because you think you're good enough, and then, you know, you don't know where it can take you.